Bum, 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 bum. Welcome back.
Welcome, everybody, to the Jared and Marty Car
Jared
Cast.
and Marty podcast, where the P is silent.
We'll get to the car cast in just a second here, because I've got a story.
Yep. We're talking about sports today, guys. Just kidding. How's it going, Marty?
It's going all right, man. It's going all right. There are things I've accomplished some things recently.
I don't believe you.
You're
still wearing the same hoodie.
I'm still wearing the same hoodie.
The headphone down. Early.
For reals, I started. So my headphones are starting to get into a state of beyond
Repair. Duct tape, man.
I mean, yeah, that's a thing. But
Wait. Oh, it's recording?
It's recording.
I'm just wondering why it's red.
So Audacity, blah. There was a update to they updated. But man, I assure you folks, I am not having a stroke. They updated GarageBand.
I am having a stroke.
In the interim, it's from all the guacamole. In the interim between the last time. The last time we recorded and this time,
It's been updated since the last time we've used it.
Thank you. Okay, so also the thing
I'll just translate for him tonight.
Is I made an app.
He made it. Oh my! Can I download it?
No.
Fuck.
So
explicit content warning. Alexis. Shout out Alexis. Shout out to Alexis. Other shout outs to come down the line, so
yeah, get ready. Anyways, so this last week I participated in a what we call a game jam, or a hackathon. And the idea with these things is typically you have this time limit, and you start a project from scratch, and you go. Anyways, so what this was, unlike your normal game jams that typically start like Friday night and go till Sunday, Monday, where you have, between 48 to 72 hours to start a game, develop it, and do all that jazz. This was a slow jam, if you will. So it was a week-long event. And shout out to the Portland Indie Game Squad.
Portland Game Graham.
Yeah. Anyways, and this was an event put on by them, their Summer Slow Jam event. And
sick.
Yeah, and so their Summer Slow Jam had two themes to it. They had a technical theme, which the technical theme for this was gadgets. So pedometers, or you make a custom controller and have stuff 3D printed and stuff like that. It's open to interpretation. And the other theme was the creative theme, which was unconventional pets, which is why I went for robots, because why the fuck would you walk a robot?
Marty, you should have showed me this before we were recording.
Uh-huh.
That way we could just talk about it opposed to you just doing it right now.
Well, there's not much here because
I want to see this.
There's not a whole lot. So anyways,
start button works.
So the idea behind this is that the only So I didn't wind up on a team to collaborate with anybody, so I was rocking it indie dev style. And the only gadget I really had access to was my phone. So this past week, never having touched Xcode or Swift or any of the iOS stuff for development, I did that. So I learned stuff to develop, on the iOS ecosystem. Anyways, this screen here, it's a thing where it checks to see if there's a pedometer. I'm going to cheat it because...
Is it an accurate pedometer?
Kind of.
Marty's running in place, people.
No. This is what we call the shake weight technique. Just Google it. Perhaps turn safe search on just in case.
Man, Marty's shake waking
35
37
steps. Shit, I can't count.
Game Graham.
Anyways, good. It's still updating. Perfect. Anyways, so the idea is you take the robot for a walk. And then you go.
Welcome to the bot battle arena. Fights are 1 60-second round. Last one standing with the most HP wins. For 10 and energy, you would
attack, reducing your opponent's HP. For 5 energy, you forego attacking to defend yourself, reducing damage taken. For 20, you perform an attack, and if done at the right time, stuns your opponent. Currently, your bot can process 1 action per second. Meet the minimum energy requirements, but good moving your finger, luck pulling it off. Okay, Marty's gonna fight.
Anyways, so there, as you can see, these are
blue robot, red robot.
And as you can see, they are masterfully recolored.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Anyways, so only the attack button works, so we're just gonna hammer that down and boom.
You won.
There it is.
Sick.
So like I said, I did a thing.
Marty, can you throw up a picture of those robots?
Screenshot. Boom.
Bam,
there it
bam,
is.
bam.
Pictures of the robots. So I don't know why I drank that, but I did. All right.
It's yours to drink.
I know, but I'm like, well, I mean, I guess all manners went out the window when I just belched it. So
yeah, Marty, it's because of that you belched.
Belching, Googling shake weights. My
headphones down a second time.
This is a disaster. But that's what this podcast is half the time, right?
Hashtag disasters.
So I almost threw my glasses off my face. This is fantastic. So I did that. Played a lot of Final Fantasy 14 as well.
Shout out to Dakota.
Dakota confirmed. And that's kind of been the long and short of the stuff I've been doing.
Dakota and Adam switched rooms.
I live in the living room now.
Yeah, man, we can hear pretty good.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. It's all good. So yeah.
That's different.
So what's new with you since? Well, I mean, there's one thing already new. Dakota's now in a different room.
Yeah, my life is very exciting. I moved roommates. I'm still in the same room. Nothing really new. Dakota managed to clear up my computer to make it so I could draw again, so that's pretty cool.
Well, shit. Fantastic.
Yeah. Here's a picture. Here's a couple pictures that I drew recently.
Boom.
There's a yeah.
All right. Sweet. Well, you know what that means.
What?
It's time to start our visual novel.
Yeah. Dude, we should do some like one of those dating simulator games.
You know, Alex has brought that up.
Really?
I was talking to her, what was it, the last time we recorded the podcast, and I came and picked you up. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to Alex, and I was telling her about the text adventure I was working on. And then she started talking about the romance games and Monster Girls and going, I mean, everybody know where that road leads.
We can make a doggy dating simulator. Speaking of dating simulators, the Game Grumps are making one. Have you seen stuff on that?
No,
It's called Dream Daddy.
Oh shit, that's
Game Grumps.
Oh, wow.
I mean, other people too, but Game Grumps are like a big part of it.
I know it's been getting a lot of traction. So.
I've seen videos of like Aaron and Dan doing like
voice
dad moans in it, like oh.
Fair enough.
Hey guys, if you need a voice, I'm right here. Just
that was Jared's voice reel right there.
Yeah. Here's a sensual one. There you go.
Yeah, hire him today.
Yeah. I work for pizza. Maybe even free if it's you guys.
Okay then. Okay.
I mean, you know me, man. I never do anything exciting. I'm not in that point in my life. I just work.
Well, is there a change of location coming up for you soon?
We don't know.
Oh,
they changed rooms. I think because of that, we might not be able to move out as soon as we thought.
fair enough.
But we'll see what happens.
Well, the offer still stands. You have my van.
We have a moving helper. And I'm sure Alexis would be willing to help with her tiny car.
Tiny car. Tiny car.
My trunk is pretty big.
It
Could
is.
fit like 3 bodies in it, you know?
Yeah, we practice.
Well, I mean, 3 months. I mean, yeah, that almost puts you right there with a what's the
that?
car? A Lincoln. One time
A
back.
Lincoln Continental.
Yeah, that one's the best for bodies.
Yeah, I mean, I've been dabbling in video games like here and there. I really haven't done a lot of like console gaming recently. I don't know. I've just been. I did finally start Nier Automata, which turned out to be okay. I re-downloaded this Naruto game. Oh, I've been rewatching Naruto. And that's pretty hype.
Yeah.
Every week I'm like looking forward to My Hero Academia, who I recently had, shout out to Danielle, binge watch with me, and she loves it.
Nice.
It's real good. One of those pictures I drew was from that. Alexis doesn't like anime.
It's all right.
Yeah, get ready for the hate mail, Alexis.
Go for it.
Yeah, send her hate mail of famous YouTubers who listen to this.
There's something attached to me, though.
Miranda sings. Send her hate mail.
That's
Okay, then.
Shout out to my favorite people in the world.
Lester Alexis's email right here.
Yeah. Here's Alexis's email.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. No.
We have, as you can tell, we kind of have 2 minor guest stars tonight.
We could have had a major guest star, but
it was going to be a major different podcast, but a certain Ribbity didn't want to join us tonight.
Yeah,
Shout out to Ruby.
Shout out to Ruby.
Shout out to Ruby, Danielle's good friend, my future really good friend, for helping me out with that.
Yeah, fantastic. All right.
Yeah, man.
So as I said, CarCast. Now let me tell you. So
Lincoln Continental.
huh?
The Lincoln Continental.
Oh no, I'm moving on from that one.
Oh, they were doing the car cat. Okay.
No. Remember,
My turn. Pardon me.
4 out of 10.
Sorry. I'll try better next
I mean,
time.
it wasn't impressive. Like there wasn't really any oomph to it. It was just kind of
Yeah, it just kind of slid out of my throat.
yeah.
Shake weight style. Okay. Let's try.
Yeah.
What about the car cast?
Well, so as Jared.
Cardcaster Sakura.
Well, no. So okay, so the parking lot for this apartment is just god awful. Like,
for real, though. Like, amen to that.
holy shit, guys!
This is brilliant. This is a story. We talked about this.
So there is all of 3 visitor spots. There's 4.
Well, there's
Well, technically there's 5, because there's 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and the one in front of the... Like,
yeah, in
first-
front. So there's that
Oh,
one next to
okay.
the garages. There's the 2,
Yeah.
and then there's technically 2 in the back as well.
Okay, well, we know about those 2 in the back.
Yeah, the 2 in the back are not good.
No.
One of
By-
them's always
by-
occupied by a big ass
truck.
broken truck.
Which I don't know why that's still there.
Shout
but
out to
it's
that person.
There. So
Kaze
anyways,
Kage.
so we're coming back to Jared's place to record the podcast, and we had a discussion. It's like, okay, should we just say fuck it, park in the animal hospital that's down the hill, or do we like give it a shot? And
Shout out to the animal
It's just like, okay, well, the one time we don't, they're gonna be open. It's like, well, let's give it a shot. So we go to give it a shot, and of course they're full. So it's just like, okay, time to turn around. But then there's a car behind me. So it's like, okay, well, I'll just keep going because I don't want to pull into their parking spot. And wouldn't you happen to fucking know it, we get all the way to the end and they're still following us. Like, it was a situation that, man, could have gone down so many different ways. But thankfully, they were not drug lords, but, tenants of the apartment.
Yeah.
So I go to start backing up to turn around, and they stop. It's like they're in the way, and we're at a standstill. So I roll down my window, and they're like, "Hey, that's our parking spot." Yeah, I'm trying to get around. It's like, oh yeah, no, let us back up. We did, but just like, and of all the fucking things that happened, like
that person in that parking spot all the way in the back of the
like
goddamn place.
I mean, look, this has been like a series of minor unfortunate events. So we had
oh no,
thing. And then my fabulous co-host here was let me tell you the what is it? The path to hell is paved with good intentions. So Jared was gonna, hand me my horchata.
I was cleaning up my table, which was messy and full of cups.
And so he was doing that, and he thought, oh, I'm gonna bring Marty his horchata. Spoiler alert, it didn't make it. It got dumped.
I dumped the wrong cup.
So I tried this thing called
Brought to you by
Pepsi Fire. Tastes like an actual dumpster fire.
So many ads on that recently I've seen.
Yeah.
Brought to you by.
And then we got some limited edition Call of Duty Black Ops 3 game fuel. That's the story behind that.
Oh,
and that's
what about the taquitos though?
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. So then let's go for a hat trick here.
Oh, and the chips.
So we went to Muchas Gracias. We got some taquitos. I got chicken. Jared got beef.
Yeah.
I got chicken, which, for a second there, I thought I had beef, but then...
Maybe you did. I had part chicken, part beef.
Trust me, it was all chicken. But Jared, he had alternating beef chicken nonsense. And then he ordered chips and guacamole. And normally when you imagine getting an order of chips and guacamole, you see a big-ass pile of chips, a little bit of guacamole on the side. Not so.
No.
What did we see, Jared?
It's like if you ordered nachos, but without everything but guacamole. It was just chips topped with guacamole.
Imagine this image, if you will. You have a bunch of tortilla chips, and then Godzilla just takes a radioactive dump on it. That's what we had.
It was good for a second. The solidity of the chips really it weaned quickly.
They lost all rigidity. It was, that was a thing. That was the thing that happened.
They have good guacamole there.
They have good guacamole.
I really don't want to eat it for probably another at least till the next time we do the podcast.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so that's why that was the reference to the car cast, was that lovely story. Oh, I also went to the bottle drop place for the first time ever.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was all right.
You were pointing backwards, and I forgot that that's the direction that it's in.
Yeah. It's actually quite easy.
That's what I tell people, even though I've never been there.
My goodness, imagine, the old school ways of bottle deposits, fucking awful. These things, fantastic. And fascinating to watch, too. Because when you're doing the bottle return, so you have the hole where you throw your bottles in, you push a green button and the belt just starts going. So it's on this conveyor belt, and then you got the hole where you're sticking the bottles in. And then on the conveyor belt, it's crazy because the conveyor belt is not one, total conveyor belt thing. But what it does, it splits open. It splits open, and it has two mechanical rollers underneath with a scanner. And so at any point, once it senses the bottle on there, it opens up, spins the bottle around until it hits the barcode, closes up, and then keeps going. And as long as you establish a good rhythm, you can go real fast. They provide a kind of like a cart or a tub on wheels that you can use to just put your bags in there, and you just reach in and just start doing it. I had a guy the guy on the machine next to me was doing, he had done about 170 cans by the time he was finished. And I started it while he was finishing, and by the time he finished, I had done 167.
It's like $16.
Oh, that was actually 21 something.
Is it busy over there? I heard that the place is pretty busy usually.
So yeah, it can be very busy. Because yeah, it can be very busy because that's the way it is. They they remove the bottle place and all that jazz.
Is there a lot of hobo-looking people there?
No, not so much hobo-looking people. Let me see here. $23.70 in bottles.
Nice. That's 237 bottles.
Yeah, just about. So yeah. That was the thing. That was the thing I did. So yeah. So to move on to the thing, I didn't want to talk that I mentioned that I'd bring it up here on the podcast. So here's where I'm at right now. So I'm off a great thing where I've done my app thing. Like I made something, I learned something, and
just so you guys know, in the car on the way here, he told me he was saving this for the podcast. That's why he said that just now.
Oh yes. Anyways, and so I did that, and I'm trying to think of what exactly I'm going to focus on next. Like, trying to sort out what's happening right now. And in all honesty, I'm just kind of adrift with everything. Like, yeah,
Hyper light drift.
I went through the code school, and I was really hoping that through my experiences there that things would fall into place and I would be able to land a job minimal effort. But unfortunately, that's not true. Or it didn't pan out. So I have the job search ahead of me, which has been kind of slow going because I wanted to get a portfolio website out or up and running for myself before I started sending out applications. But because I'm more interested in making games and stuff like that, like even just doing web development right now, and even for my own stuff is just kind of a super low priority. It's like I want to focus more on making the games. But then the other thing is too, is just like, well, I'm a supposedly web developer, and having a portfolio like to me, that's kind of a thing that, like, well, I should really have one there. And then the other thing, like, I kept on going down so many rabbit holes because then with my portfolio websites, like, okay, I want to get some kind of blog on there so I could post stories and all this stuff. And so that got, bogged down, complicated. And yeah, and then the other thing too is just like, well, I'm doing these extra projects on the side, to make, following these tutorials to make games, doing these lessons and all this stuff. And I'm just worried that what I'm doing isn't really it's not gonna help me get employed because it's not web development. Like, because I'm okay with the first tech job not being related in the game industry, and that's totally fine. Like, I don't expect the first one to be, or even the second one. Maybe right now game dev is going to be more of a hobby thing for me, but I feel that by learning to code through making games, like I feel that demonstrates not only drive but your ability to program, because there's a lot of things you gotta take into consideration. But my biggest fear is that a prospective employer is just gonna see, he made a lot of games, yeah, scratch him off the list. And so and it's just it's just kind of, and like I said, I have all these projects, all these things, and I'm always talking about them, but in the grand scheme of things, nothing ever gets truly done. So I've kind of hit this point with my creative endeavors where it's just like I accomplished a major milestone, and I'm trying to, focus in on, or not focus. Like I said, I'm just kind of adrift.
Know the feeling, Marty.
Like it's just like I've had a few family friends and stuff like that. So yeah, good for you. You got direction, and it's like, yeah, no,
you have a direction. It's just like a really big road that you don't know who to drift on.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just.
It's okay. I told told Danielle, Alexis, and Briar, shout out to Briar.
Shout out to Briar Storm.
Briar Storm. That, because we played a game of Betrayal recently. Betrayal, what's it called? Betrayal in a House on a Hill.
Yeah.
Which is a board game, really fun board game. Probably my favorite board game, where you all play these very peculiar characters. And you end up in this, you end up in this haunted house, and basically you just explore it until one of them betrays you.
Yeah.
We had a really good game, where
someone's a little salty.
where at the end, I feel like I talked about this, but I don't feel like we've done a podcast recently enough to actually have. But it was a Saw situation, so we didn't have a proper like betrayal because what the book said was go to this and just use this, and then you'll figure out who the betrayer is. Basically, we all woke up with these things around our necks that had knives in them that after a certain amount of time, they've decapitated us. And somebody up in some room was like, oh, do you want to play a game? Because this is how it's going down, and this is what you got to do. There's keys laid around the house, and you got to find them to get them. I happened to be the one with no knives in my neck thing. So I was technically the betrayer. And I was a betrayer because I had a vision of my other 3 friends watching my mother die in the car crash and not doing anything about it. So it was up to me to survive and tell them and basically like see if they would help me. Now there wasn't enough time for that. Briar spent the whole time cutting one out of his arm, killed himself. Danielle, I thought it was in his arm. Danielle
he died.
Got decapitated, and I think Alexis got decapitated as well. So I won, and I told them I would chronicle it in this book here. And I've done so much as character design, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And that was a good while ago that we did that.
Yeah.
But I do want to draw more because of having that tablet. It makes things so much better.
Yeah. I mean, you know what appeared on my Today in History Facebook feed thing?
What was
that? My title page for the Fountain of Youth.
Oh yeah, very good.
Like it'd be so it's been like probably almost a year, a little over a year that you got me that journal that has been filled in.
Wait, does that mean we've been doing the podcast for over a year?
Wait, what?
Because I feel like you talked about the journal I got you on the podcast.
Holy shit!
Go, Marty. Check the stats.
Oh my.
Well, the YouTube one wasn't posted, right?
I mean it. Okay.
Yeah, the YouTube one wasn't posted.
Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're uncovering something almost sort of live here. Holy shit! Like,
in the meantime, let me tell you a story.
I mean,
I once knew a boy. He wasn't a happy boy. In fact, every time he got a Happy Meal, it turned out to be a sad meal, and it didn't come with a toy.
Man, I have no idea what the fuck I named it.
And Marty, you're interrupting the story.
I'm sorry.
And you know what? When he did get a toy, it was always the girl's toy. And that hits me right at home. I fucking hate McDonald's girl toys. The story was about me, everyone.
What a twist. Date created. Previous days, February, January 2016.
Marty, I want to draw a picture.
And
here it is.
Boom, there it is. Okay, where?
That was specifically drawn for you folks watching this.
Wow.
Or listening to this.
Or both.
Or both. Because if you are watching, you are most likely listening, because it's just one thing the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah, except for when we get extravagant with the jump cuts.
Marty, you've been doing good. What creative thing are you going to do this time?
I don't know, man.
We haven't even gotten to the theme yet. The supposed theme.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. So... Man. 4, J.a.M 7, 5. 3 was on.
Was that you, Dakota? Was that dang you?
Yeet.
That was loud.
Yeah, it was. 3, 5, 7. Story time. That was. Man, I mean, I don't
think you have the first couple podcasts on here.
Oh, here we go. I think this is. I'm going to open this.
Are we listening to the podcast on our podcast right now? Can they hear this?
No.
Yeah, because it's not coming out of the computer, so it's not going to the microphone.
Podcastception.
Is there...
Hold on.
I don't think there's going to be a date. What do you...
Okay.
Okay.
I think this is the yep.
Yeah, this is the first podcast, for sure.
Okay. So oh okay. Hold on. Yep.
Fuck!
I think
Was that Fred Meyer that you just bleeped in the first podcast?
more than likely. More than likely. Okay.
We are so loud right now, Marty. I feel like I'm screaming.
Well, that's because I turned the volume.
Yeah,
up
I
on
know.
my
I love that
headphone.
volume bar. That's sick.
So this touch bar is absolutely fucking useless, but that's all right. So the date created, I have July 26th. Back then I was super quick on turnaround time, so I want to say we probably recorded.
What is that relevant to? Is that when you first saved the final file?
Yeah,
because you weren't doing it on this laptop at the time.
I wasn't doing the on the podcast, but this would be the final file that after all the editing and stuff.
Okay.
So definitely the month of July is the anniversary month. So
I
suppose we should have done 1 year anniversary. I mean, we're gonna have to get Ben on the fucking horn here
again.
Man, we fucked this up.
No, July's not passed yet, man.
Oh yeah, this is not the July cat. Oh yeah, you guys got 2 podcasts in June. How about that? We still better get Ben on the horn.
Wait, did we do a podcast this June already?
Yeah, man.
Dude, sick. Let's
Because
record another one.
Because we had May the 4th, and then we had whatever the hell we had. Oh, the drawing.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
Drawcast.
just got notification before
Yeah.
it's uploaded.
Can we record another one like next week or something?
I mean, if you want to. I mean, yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to. I mean,
Maybe we get Ben on the horn and finally record that other podcast we've been talking about.
what other podcast?
The Anime Podcast.
The Anime Cast. Oh God.
Yamero.
Yeah. No. Let's work that out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
I mean,
Whether it's just a
we'll figure that out. If Ben's here, we'll have to get some chicken nuggets. I
yeah,
mean,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether it's just a drawing or whatever, we'll have a podcast for the anniversary.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
I hear you flapping back there.
I'm not trying to stop them, baby.
No, it's
I want
fine.
it for
That's
free.
all. That's all good. Okay. So, anyways, that was the thing I had to talk about. Is that I feel adrift, kind of lost, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. It's a thing.
This is the Adrfit Podcast.
So yeah, but now we're gonna change courses here and go to the ad hoc theme or the intended theme that was suggested.
Well, yeah, we'll call it a kind of theme.
I mean, it's a kind of theme, kind of not.
This is
the things we are looking forward to podcast.
Yeah, the upcoming podcast.
The upcoming podcast, which now there's an upcoming podcast, the 1 year cast. Oh man.
Yeah, we're just pretty much going to go over some stuff like E3 stuffs, movies, whatever that we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Marty.
Yeah.
What intrigued you about E3 the most?
I mean...
I have an answer. Is it the same answer?
I mean, Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
That's honestly the biggest thing I got.
I'm so
from
excited
E3.
for that.
Like, I mean, it was a shocker seeing a core Monster Hunter title not just be on a main console, but go back to PlayStation. So, I mean...
Yeah, I haven't played one since Freedom Unite
2. I mean, and that's fantastic. Like, you know, the series originally had its start on PlayStation in the fall of 2006, September.
PlayStation 2, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, because I got a used copy for my birthday.
The flagship monster was the Kushala, right?
Rathlos.
I thought the Kushala was on the front of it.
For Freedom Unite, but Freedom Unite Kushala was added for Freedom Unite.
Are you sure?
Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah, anyway. Monster Hunter.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Are you gonna check it?
I'm gonna do some research here.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, that was... Or it might have shown up on Monster Hunter 2, which we never got, but we got probably some version. Or yeah, I am, because I know for Monster Hunter, for your additional enemy like crazy special battles, the only Elder Dragons you really had was Lao Shun and Black Fatalis.
Oh, the Black Fatalis was in the original Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
What a bad thing to put in there.
I mean, it was, yeah, because the subspecies like White and Crimson Fatalis, they didn't appear until Freedom Unite. No, not Freedom Unite, but they didn't appear until, as far as I know, the PSP iterations. I mean, they could have appeared in Monster Hunter DOS or DOS G, but, you know.
But yeah, man, that Monster Hunter World, is that what it's called?
Yep.
Looks goddamn brilliant. It looks just so unique and different, too. There's all kinds of different stuff happening.
Yeah, I mean, so... how much of it did you follow?
What do you mean as far as...
Did you, like, just see the initial E3 trailer and that's about all you know about it?
I didn't watch the really long gameplay trailer.
Okay, so I haven't watched the gameplay trailer, but I've listened to several breakdowns and interviews of that trailer, and, you know, like, a lot of people have talked about, like, you know, they really should have opened up with the gameplay for, you know, Monster Hunter instead of that trailer, because, you know, that would have been a much better trailer for people to watch. But the thing is that because this is on a console, they're really going ham, and one of the things I guess has been cited is that, well, they didn't choose to do a live gameplay demo because...
It says 2004.
Did I say 2006?
It said 2006. Whatever. We're both wrong here.
Well, I mean...
I just remember
was in
the
high
trailer.
school.
I thought I saw the Kushala in it. Maybe it was the Fatalis in the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, and so the way that the monster AI is, so you have no base camp anymore. Like, you have a base camp, but it's no longer in the exact same position of the map. So every time you start a new hunt, you're in a different position of the map. The other thing is, with the improvements in monster AI and all this stuff, it has become far, far less predictable of what the monsters are going to do, which makes it even harder for them to create, you know, a kind of structured gameplay hunt that would be perfect for demonstrating new stuff. Like, that's why they went with this, you know, gameplay, that kind of trailer
That
approach.
half gameplay,
half
to have just kind of
Cutscene.
visual
Yeah.
situation.
So yeah, so that's the reason I went for that. But they've got so many improvements. So not only do we have that in there, you know,
Camouflage.
camouflage. So with those cloaks, it sounds like the cloaks are gonna kind of become kind of like something that adds armor skills. Like that cloak he had on was specifically like a stealth one. But there's there are other ones that can do that. But here's the craziest things that blew my mind. First of all, they put the fears to rest that this could be a subversion like Monster Hunter Frontier or Online, because that's primarily how Japan does that for Monster Hunter. Is they have an online subscription service to play the game. So because of that, there was fears that we would have to pay an additional sub fee on top of PS Plus to do multiplayer. Not the case, thank goodness.
I wonder if they'll put any of the weapons from Frontier in here.
No. We've got so far we've got all the weapons, or everything except Prowlers.
Well, okay, yeah, I don't really consider that a weapon, so.
People do. Some people do.
Okay.
But anyway, so here's crazy mind-blowing things. So, first of all, so you got there's no more loading zones. Like, you still load maps, you still load them to go to different areas, but they're now seamless. Monsters can follow you everywhere, but here's the quality of life stuff. So, no longer do you do, like, the Superman pose after chugging potions. That's...
Oh, God.
That's gone. You can now actually move a little, like when you're moving, you chug the potion and you can move.
Dark Souls style.
Yeah.
Holding your Estus flask.
So there's that happening. Carving and harvesting, a lot faster. Potentially, they might be getting rid of like pickaxes and all that nonsense. So no longer do you have to worry about, one, having your gathering equipment break, but also not having equipment to gather stuff from nodes, so that's exciting. But here's the crazy part. Okay, drop in, drop out multiplayer.
Yeah,
like you can go on a quest and call for other people to help you.
So, do you know if there's going to be like
there's still going to be
private multiplayer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can't say that for sure, but
you can assume of it.
I could assume it's in there. Worldwide release, that's exciting. The whole world's going to be on one server type of thing. But, and that's really the big crazy things for me there is like, we got this drop in, drop out multiplayer.
The lack of posing after healing or whatever, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's time for it to evolve,
I think it's still dorky that they still got the cooking in there though.
Hey,
that's something you just can't take.
Look, if they didn't have you
the charming things in Monster Hunter.
Yeah. And then it sounds like they'll actually have real voices. Like there'll be actual voice work, not just like Monster Hunter E's. But if you want, you can change back to the Monster Hunter dialogue, But yeah, and like actual weapon tutorials and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think it'll be a great experience. I'm looking forward to it.
I also like from what I've seen from like pictures and videos.
The grappling hook. Yeah,
the grappling hook. Yeah, that's fantastic. But the monsters just look so cool. They're so different. Like that one T-Rex looking thing with the fray.
The nose.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see what new monsters are here.
New monsters. Maybe they'll throw a new weapon at us. The fact that like mobility is like it seems like in every Monster Hunter game mobility is just becoming more like they're adding more mobility.
Yeah,
I love that.
This time around they're really able to go ham on it just because they have the power of the
PS4 and Xbox and stuff.
It might not be Monster Hunter 5, but this is indeed the next flagship Monster Hunter. Mm-hmm. Like Double Cross, or I should say Generations and Generations Double Cross. Like
I've heard that there's no plan to localize Double Cross.
Which would be unfortunate, but if that does happen, well...
It wouldn't be the first thing we missed out on as far as Monster Hunter goes.
Well, I would import it. I mean, quite honestly, like, yeah, the game's in Japanese, but if you've played a Monster Hunter game, if you've poured hours upon hours into playing Monster Hunter Generations, then you're gonna be able to really, play Monster Hunter Double Cross, import and play the Japanese version. Yeah, you will have to look up, kanji and a few other things to figure out what the hell it is you're supposed to do. But I mean, all that stuff is largely done for you. Like, oh, it's a green quest, so a gathering. Find the kanji for what it is I'm looking for. And at this point, there's going to be a database all set up for you to Google. So, like, really, there's no reason not to, import it if you really want to play Double Cross. I mean, I'm really hoping they do bring it over and localize it, because it's most of my friends, like, the attraction is that not everybody can like justify Monster Hunter and getting a PS4 like that, like that's
I mean, 3DS is a different beast, like, to purchase than a PS4.
Yeah, and so it's, my hunting group, like, where everyone's using 3DSs. They got one Switch, and then the rest of us have 3DSs. Eventually, when I find a job, that first paycheck is going to go towards buying a Switch.
Dude, your next hunting party, I'm part of it. 'Cause that Monster Hunter World situation.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, my hunting group will be reconvening in the next couple weeks. So, but yeah. So and yeah. I mean, I'm really happy, despite it bucking expectations and not coming to the Switch. I'm pretty happy with that. I know there are some people who are super butthurt about this, like, oh, it's been on the 3D, it's been on Nintendo systems.
But that's what I said when it came out for the Nintendo systems.
Yeah,
was like, it's been for the PSP this whole time.
Yeah,
where's my Vita Monster Hunter?
So everybody who is butthurt over this, just get the fuck over it.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen again. It's just gonna happen.
All right.
So yeah,
moving on from Monster Hunter. Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus
HD,
the HD,
or
not really the HD.
No, not HD, but like the full remaster.
Like a full remaster, not upscaling.
No,
it's the full rebuild.
Yeah, it looks so good. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Not Shadow of the Colossus. Oh wait, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna plug Horizon Zero Dawn and whatnot. It's like, oh, if you want to borrow my copy, but then I forgot Dakota has it. Because I want more people to play that game.
The DLC, I'm so excited.
So pumped.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z. See anything on that?
One of the baristas at my local Starbucks, we talk about video games and stuff, and he's pretty pumped for it.
I'm hyped.
He's telling me it looks more. He's excited for it, and he also is telling me, it's just like it looks more Marvel versus Capcom than Marvel
versus Capcom looks. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to Marvel vs. Capcom because I've heard that Monster Hunter is in it.
Wait, what?
I've heard on multiple sources that they finally put Monster Hunter in the game.
Well, if they've done that, well, awesome. Like, it's about time. I mean, I think they would have made a lovely Smash Bros. Edition.
Yeah.
Also, God damn it, Nintendo, put in fucking Shovel Knight already. Sorry.
Maybe with the Switch one. Because they...
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so what else? What's Nintendo happening? They confirmed...
I mean, they got the Rabbids thing.
Yeah, the Rabbids. The new Mario game looks really good. Mario Odyssey looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, they announced something for a mainline Pokemon game coming out for the Switch.
At some point.
Yeah, but the fact that they announced that's brilliant.
Yeah. Although what they didn't announce.
What's that?
Anything Animal Crossing related.
Nope.
So that's
a lot of people were pretty sad about that.
Yeah, I mean,
they announced that Metroid Prime though.
Oh yeah, the double Metroid announcement. So that was a shocker.
Metroid 4 and the Metroid on the DS.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Metroid Samus Returns, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I'm excited for, though, Skyrim VR. Coming out for PlayStation VR.
Okay, yeah.
I've never played through Skyrim,
Oh.
and I need VR things to make my VR worth it.
I mean,
So finally, something, and I'm so excited for it.
man, that sounds like an idea for a video series. I mean, it would be hard. I mean, it wouldn't be like the great, like it'd be just another Let's Play, but I think there'd be the added bonus of not only is it Skyrim in VR, but it's Skyrim in VR who's someone who has never touched Skyrim.
Okay, I've played up to the first
Wyrim. Yeah,
I've played up to like the first town in Skyrim where you river white.
Wait, did you kill Did you kill the first dragon?
No, I never.
Oh, wow.
What happened is I went to like this first town right after you were supposed to make your decision with whoever you go with. I glitched through a wall, and I ended up where the bear was in the caves, and then I went to that first town, which was like River something or other. That's pretty much where I left off. I walked around and killed some wolves and stuff. I mean, nothing really crazy from there.
Wow.
So I have a general understanding of Skyrim, but I've never played like anything story really.
Oh man.
Especially because I glitched through the wall.
Oh man, and that would mean when you fought for your first dragon, like
it'd be in VR, and I'd probably throw up.
Oh man. Man.
And I'm gonna be getting the PlayStation Move controllers when we have our next saving certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so this E3 really reminded me of last year's E3 with the Horizon Zero Dawn, the God of War, the Mario.
Yeah.
It was almost like a repeat, even like with the Last Guardian, opposed to like Shadow of the Colossus. And,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really didn't pay much attention to E3 this year. Like, yeah, I got hot takes off of Twitter. You know,
they didn't even talk about like Last of Us 2, which was really sad to hear. Alexis here is excited for Crash Bandicoot that's coming out this Friday.
Yeah, the theory behind them leaving out the Last of Us 2 is they had the other zombie game.
Yeah, that one looks Days Gone. It looks good.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I feel like there was at least one more thing that really got me hyped. I don't know. I'm gonna check my Facebook real quick for things I've shared.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really have any other super hype things from E3. Like, I've got another game I'm looking forward to. That's out this year.
What's that?
Apparently, they're going to be porting or localizing Etrian Odyssey 5.
Oh, okay.
For 3DS.
You play those Etrian Odyssey games?
I do. Never beaten. I've got 4. That's the only one I have. Never beaten it, but I've enjoyed it.
Etrian Odyssey is like those dungeon crawling games that's like from a person perspective, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I could never get into the first person situation with the there's the other drawing I did.
Oh, nice.
The first person situation with like I don't know, those dungeon crawling games. It weirded me out. I guess I wasn't big enough into the Evil Within 2. I'm really excited for that. Finally, another horror game.
Yeah.
And it looks really fucking cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I also I had the memory from June 13th, 2014. Dead Island 2 coming out in spring 2015, and it's still not out.
2015, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. What about anything else other than like video games? You got anything else you're hyped for? I'm excited for I recently learned that Ninja Sex Party finished their
album.
They finished recording all the songs on Under the Covers 2.
Nice.
And that'll be coming out later this year. That's pretty cool.
I can't really think of anything that's like super pressing to me that's supposed to be coming out. Like, I don't have any quick picks on. Oh well, I mean, I guess one of the movies I'm looking forward to later this year is the Lego Ninjago movie, because
Lego movies have been doing pretty good recently.
Lego movies, and I watch kid movies, so it's what I do. So I'm looking forward to that. But I honestly don't have anything that I'm really looking.
The Spider-Man game. You see anything on that?
I've seen gameplay.
That looks
stuff.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
Like, Insomniac looks like they're doing pretty dang good on that.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
yeah.
As far as live events, I have the Highland Games coming up. That's like, I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like an event. I don't know exactly. Jacob invited me to it. I requested it off.
I'm pretty.
Think of it as a Scotty tournament.
Thank you, Dakota. Yeah, no.
Dogs, whatnot.
You requested off, Dakota?
Yeah.
Did you request it off?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I think that was the one time he was at that. I think it was about last year when he went. Me and Christy, we were working and we needed somebody, and she called Jacob, and he was very drunk.
Drunk at the Highland Games from the whiskey tasting, yeah.
Yep.
He told me about the whiskey tasting.
So
that because I wanted to go to it, but it apparently costs $50 and it's at 10 a.m. And I'm like, Jacob, do you even plan to be there before 10 a.m.? He's like, not if you're not going to the whiskey tasting. I'm like, then fine, yeah, F the whiskey tasting.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit, dude, I got.
You got all your talk out before what?
What?
See, I don't know if you guys this is even on your radar, but there is a new game recently shown on E3, the Anthem.
Yeah, I mean.
Is that the Destiny looking one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
BioWare.
BioWare attempting to make a game better than Destiny. And so far, the hype is getting everybody on edge.
Yeah, I.
Is it that No Man's Sky hype?
Hopefully not.
Well,
We don't need any more of that.
I mean, look, Anthem, like, a lot of this, I don't know, like, I mean, it'll be great if it's awesome, but, like, it's just like, if it's something that's, like, something that I'm not really, like, anticipating or looking forward to, then it's like, oh, that's neat. And they just kind of like...
Yeah, see, I didn't even know if it would be on your guys' radar or not.
I mean, it looks neat. Like, it doesn't look bad yet.
I mean, it's on my radar. I mean, Destiny 2 is on my radar just because it'd be on PC.
The only thing that's on my radar is fucking Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, there's not been any game. Dakota got that recent 3DS game that came out that looked pretty cute.
Ever Oasis.
Oh,
Ever
yeah.
Oasis.
That's one I've been thinking about.
The game is adorable.
Well, I played the demo for it, and it seems neat, but it just doesn't have enough in it as far as what I got to play. But I did only play some of the demo, so...
I have hardly gotten anywhere in the game so far, and it's already shown me, like, you can build an oasis of your own.
Yeah.
That's, like, the main thing of the game. You can also go out and explore the world.
I was hoping for, like, race choices because of all the different races they have in the game.
Oh, don't tell me.
They have it fixed, but they have a very valid reason as to why it's fixed.
You can only play the one character.
You're a seedling.
Okay. But you can play as your partners.
Yeah. Okay.
The cool thing about that is, the more people you bring into your oasis, depending upon the people you friend, you can bring them with you in your party. And you can change that up how you want, and it's really interesting.
The combat seemed very like it seemed like
fluid.
It seemed like a less intuitive Fantasy Life though, because Fantasy Life was like mainly combat, like that was that was your thing in that game.
Yeah,
Which I really enjoyed Fantasy Life and the combat and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this one gets better maybe when you level up, but it just seemed very like 1-2, 1-2, 2.
It is like that at the start. Another thing that I really liked about going out and exploring was they don't hold your hand. In fact,
No,
they
they
even
don't.
warn you if you come across a monster that's too strong for you, run.
Oh.
And they don't warn you at all about this. Like, I went into a cave thinking that's where I needed to go, and I'm like exploring everything, having fun, and all of a sudden Cobra comes out and it's swimming around in the sand. It hits me, one-shots me in it, and then I see after it hits me, oh, it's level 14. Oh, I should not have been here.
Okay. Yeah, I think that it definitely sounds like it'd be like a fantasy life kind of thing.
You know what's funny is in Nier Automata, they make it so apparent this game does not auto save.
Ever Oasis, if you ever do intend to pick it up, save.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Nier Automata, it's like Dark Souls. Like you die and you have to go back to your body and get stuff.
Oh, that's brutal.
And I got Alexis was watching. I got killed by a moose.
Nice.
A moose fucking murdered me.
Nice.
Was it in a room?
No.
It was a room out of the.
Oh my
it was
God.
A moose out of the room.
Yeah, the game's just like, remember, no auto save. Save here. There's no auto save.
I like those style of games because it forces you to actually be careful with your actions because there's repercussions that make you realize, oh,
In Nier Automata, you can self-destruct.
what?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've reached the hour mark.
Yeah. This has been yeah. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up there since we have reached the hour end.
Thank you,
2
Alexis,
minutes.
for your input. Thank you, Dakota, for
I
talking.
talked too much today.
That's all right. It was an episode that's just like, you know, when we were planning this one out, it's like, what the hell are we gonna talk about?
Yeah. Dakota drinking out of Rudd's bowl.
No, I think he smelt it
He dealt it.
and regretted a lot of things.
Hey everyone.
Regret smells.
Marty
Yep.
can't hear me right now. I just want you to know that I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm so sorry, everyone. I've wasted all your time. This has been the J.a.M Marty Podcast. I hope you have a great day.